Girl.
No. Like, this is just casual. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It's fine. Hi, everyone. We're back with Nemisisters. What's it been? 2 years? I lost count. Probably. So
we took a
long.
hiatus after 3 episodes.
I mean, I know after 3 episodes, we're like, oh, wow, boy, that was a lot of work.
I know.
We're like, that was really...
We gotta refresh.
Yeah, we had to take a break just because things were getting really...
but to be fair,
really toxic.
With us?
Yeah. So we had to stop the podcast.
I know. We had to go to couples therapy, but now we're back and worse than ever.
That's not true. Honestly, I think it's like it's better if we're more toxic. I think we're almost like in too good of a place right now.
Maybe, but in the hiatus, y'all, I've got content.
Okay, so
I've got content.
Here's the funniest part. We've been talking about restarting this again for a while, and I kind of had like an episode 4 planned out. Like we had said, oh, we'll do it on this topic, and we like wrote down stuff. So when we come back here after 2 years, I'm like, let's see what we've got. I already have one written down. It's a food podcast. Hannah just got back from the eating disorder ward. She was institutionalized. They locked her up.
I went to jail.
You say it was jail, but you had so much fun. She loved it
Rehab
there.
Was low-key so fun.
I can't believe that.
I really had a great time. Like, I did kind of have a great time.
Okay, wait. Before we really get into this, I feel like we kind of have to reintroduce ourselves and kind of what this is about. Because
it's been 2 years.
It's been so long. And I feel like we look different as well. I've got blonde hair.
Yeah, I don't have bangs anymore.
Wait, look different. This is a podcast. Who cares?
I know. I'm also skinny, but... Oh, we can talk about that later. In the sense that...
Okay, we're jumping ahead, but she got kicked out of one of her wards for saying stuff like this.
What I do, I'm being honest.
Anyway, I'm Shannon. I'm the oldest sister.
And I'm Hannah, and I'm the correct sister.
No, see, I'm the oldest one that, like, I always have my life on track. I'm always, I always have lots of money in the bank. Like, I've got my life together.
Do we want to pull up bank statements? Oh.
My bank statements are fine. Now that I have a job again.
How long were you unemployed? I can't say anything because I've been out of work for 4.5 months.
She's just been chilling
for 4.5 months. I have not been chilling. First of all, I went to rehab, and then I went to another rehab.
Yeah, but you loved it so much, it was practically chilling.
It was very fun.
Like, literally, here's what she does all day long. They sit food in front of her. Her assignment is to eat it, and then she colors the rest of the day.
I know,
or goes to therapy, and like hangs out with everyone else there.
It was kind of so fun.
Let's go through the whole process. You can tell the story how you want to tell the story, as much as you want to tell the story.
No, it's basically just that I got anxious. I got really, really anxious, and then I didn't really have an appetite, and so I didn't eat. And then by the time where I was like, oh, maybe this is a problem, my therapist, just a general therapist at the time, said, you need to go into an eating disorder facility. And if you don't put yourself there, I'm going to put you there for you. So I had to go, and I called up this one place, and I was like, hey, like, you know, there's like an intake thing. And I was expecting to do, there's something called an IOP, intensive outpatient. It's like 3 times a week. So I was expecting to do that. And then they're like, hey, just from the stuff that you told us and from what you're going through, you need to come in and live here. And I said, whoa, like, this is crazy. I said, well, can I have my phone? They said no. And I said, I don't think I'm going to do this. But then they were telling me, like, oh, yeah, there's, like, medical complications. And I did have some, like, my heart.
Wait, you couldn't have your phone?
We could only have it for, like, a couple hours a day.
Oh.
But that was the thing. I was like, I don't think I want to do this.
You were like, actually, I think I'm all better.
I know. And then...
if it means taking away TikTok.
I know. And then they were like, yeah, we just... you know, you could have, like, really serious complications if you don't come in. I said, okay, you guys have scared me enough, and I'll do it. And then I went in, and I remember my first night there. It's so ridiculous. I had this roommate, and God bless her. If you're watching, love you, miss you. And my first night there, because we had roommates, I looked at her, and I said, can I be honest right now? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, I need to get the fuck out of here. Like, I was like, it was never this serious. Like, I need to get out of here. This is crazy. Why am I here? And she said, no, you're so right. And,
well, did she say, no, you're so right, me too? Or no, you're so
no,
right,
me too.
you don't belong here? See, that's the thing. I said, she said, I don't belong here. I said, you know what? I think I agree. Like, I just don't think this is your issue. And then I said, well, everyone there says, I actually don't belong here. So it's like,
no,
maybe
it's
you
like
do belong here.
The biggest part of my recovery was the sheer humiliation of being put in that situation.
Yeah.
Going to the thing and seeing all the people and being like, what the hell am I doing? And I don't know. It was just so...
And
again,
the people who like are really, really struggling.
Yeah. And the thing is that I struggle with something very, very specific. And I don't really want to talk about what I struggle with. But it led me to not eat. But because my concern, like calories and weight gain are not what causes it, I got there and I was like, delicious. And I'm eating and everybody else is just like crying. They're like, oh, I can't eat. I'm like, delicious.
We're like,
and I was like,
what's on the menu today?
I know. I'm like, can I have seconds, please? I didn't say that.
You're so toxic. You were probably the worst person there.
No.
What I found so interesting that Hannah said, though, is like, again, it's just weird. She was like kind of in a program that wasn't exactly what it was for, but they're like, you can't exercise. Like, if we see you taking a lap outside, if you're walking a little too fast,
oh, yes,
you're going to rehab jail.
The thing is that obviously when you don't eat, your digestive system gets very messed up. When I tell you, those people be farting so bad. And the thing is that there's like, it's called like a milieu, which is basically where everybody sits. It's just kind of like, there's like a desk where the people sit and you just mill about. And the thing is, I would pace back and forth and they'd be like, you can't do that. You're exercising. And I'm like, I don't know how to tell you. I'm crop dusting the whole place. Like...
You're like, you don't want me to stop.
You don't want me to. Like, it was crazy. But it was so, again, the best thing that they could have done for me is just humiliate me. The fact that, like, I have to go to the bathroom, they had to check every single time you went to the bathroom. They'd look at, and then I went into my medical records. They reported what my poop looked like. I'm not even kidding you. There's, like, a whole scale. It's, like, the 1 to 6 scale. And they're like, oh, yeah, Hannah had, like, a 5 type poop. And I said, what the fuck are you people doing? So
did you ever score really good? Like, you like, wow, Hannah, your poops are so good.
No, I did talk to my dietitian, though. I was like, yeah, like, I keep on wiping and it just doesn't go away. And she's like, okay, maybe you need more fiber. But the thing is that, when I first went there, because I really wasn't eating, it took me like 3 or 4 days to poop. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It was pretty crazy.
Ouchie.
I know. But I tell you, that first poop, oh, God, it was so good.
Ew.
I said, oh, thank God. But the thing is that if you need to go to the bathroom, like, within an hour after you eat, you have to sing. Because they don't want you to do anything while you're in there. And the thing is, there's people there, so I'd just be like, so embarrassing.
As you're dropping loads.
Girl, and I'm just like, you can hear me shitting so loud. I promise you nothing's happening.
Over top of you singing the Sound of Music.
ABC,
you're like, the hills are alive.
Shitting.
Yeah, you're like,
but I'll tell you again, because people don't really eat. They're just people be shitting crazy in there, and you hear it. And there's like 3 stalls next to each other, so we're all there, and we can all hear it. We're like, I know you're doing something crazy.
I did not know that you just be farting a lot.
Oh no, yeah. My last day in res, that's where you go and like you have to stay there.
I was colloquial term.
Yeah, I know. It's like I know the terms, but the last day there, it was quesadilla night.
I know that room smelled rank.
She was farting so bad. I said, you are in your bed right now. You cannot get up because you can only fart underneath the covers. And it was so bad because they have to do safety checks. So like every half hour they come into your room and they're like, are you guys still alive? And we're like, yeah. The one person came in and she said, oh my God, is there an electrical fire? Because she farted and she's like, there was once an electrical fire from one of the outlets. It smelled exactly like that. Like, I'm not kidding that one of the girls came in, she's like, oh God. And so we were just like dying laughing. I was like, it was so funny because it was
so
quesadilla
funny.
night. And I was like, girl.
That cheese gets you.
I know.
But there was actually one time before.
I was freaking out. I was just like, okay, let's just go. And they did the intake. And the thing is that they were like, okay, first of all, you're fine. But the thing is that they were doing the intake. And the guy that was doing the intake was so hot. I was like, no, I'm just like, chill.
What? Me? No.
I was honest. And I didn't need to go there.
I do feel like a therapist that's too hot. I just don't know if we'd be able to do it.
No.
I also feel like that, like I went to, not the gynecologist, just the doctor, which by the way, apparently you can just go to the doctor and they'll just check you. They'll just do a pap smear. I did not know that. Oh yeah.
When I went to the doctor, I said, pop the hood, give me the works. Like, just go ahead.
Anyway, they thought there was like this young guy and I thought he was going to do it. He was like the nurse. And I was like, actually, maybe I don't have time for this today. Actually, I think. And then like, finally, like the like older female nurse came in. I was like, oh my God, thank God. Let's get this done.
I know.
But I was like, actually, I think I'm good. I actually think I don't think I need this.
You were traumatized.
Today.
You were traumatized at that one time where I think you were telling me like the first time you went to the doctor, the nurse is just like, well, I can just do it right now. And it's like, she was probably not qualified.
Because I didn't know. I had never gotten like a pap smear before. It'd be my first one. And I was like, yeah, if you could just like refer me to a gynecologist. And first of all, she was like yelling at me. She was like, I don't know why you're at the doctor. Like, you don't need to come here unless there's something wrong. And I was like, but I just thought like a checkup. She's like, look healthy to me. She was being so mean to me, but she was also like young and beautiful, like my age. I was like, this is, I don't know, just weird. And then I was like, yeah, if you could, I was like, I think I need to get like a pap smear because I'm old enough. Can you refer me? And she's like, I can just do it right here. And she just like pulls out the stirrups. And like, I didn't have enough time to Google, like, is it okay if like the nurse at my family physician just says that she will check under the hood?
I'm not a gynecologist,
and I
but
said,
I will
you know
take
what?
a look.
It would be so helpful if this was the case. So I said, I'll deal with the after effects. If it's not the case, I would just rather get this done.
I mean, what the hell?
Yeah, and it ended up being fine. They did get shut down like the next year. Like the doctor got their license taken away pretty soon after that. But I don't think it was anything like relevant to my situation.
I don't know.
But yeah, that's some advice for you, is that you can just go to your general doctor and say, listen, take a look, see what you see. Tell me what's up in there.
Sorry.
Ew. But I also think it'd be the same for like therapists. Like I think if I went to therapy and it was just like a really hot guy, honestly, probably even like a really hot young girl.
I'd never go to a male therapist. The fuck do you know? I'm not listening to a man. Hell no. But that aside, I'm well versed in food.
Yeah, we were like, should we do this podcast about food? It's the worst opportunity. But then we were like,
did I just
or maybe is it the best opportunity? Anyway, we're gonna try to be as like
but
non-toxic as possible.
Disclaimer: if I talk about calories and stuff, that's not my problem. I have a very different problem. I'm fine. I promise. I was so fine that my other place literally kicked me out because I don't know. It was just like they were not listening to me at all, and it was a really messed up place. I didn't like that place. Again, the first time that they contacted me, they literally texted my mom, give me some money. And I think it was like a voice to text thing that got messed up. But she was literally like, oh, there's a spam text. And they're like, oh, yeah, that was us. But it was a really, really sketchy place. I won't say the name, but I hated that place. And they kicked me out. And then the same day I got broken up with by the guy I was seeing because I got kicked out.
That one was kind of your fault.
No, it wasn't. What'd I do?
She wanted him to say, I'm sorry, BB. And he said...
I wanted a man to apologize for wronging me. And he didn't. And somehow I'm the bad guy.
How did he wrong you, though?
He wronged me by saying, oh, you hated it there. Kind of sounds like you wanted to get kicked out, and it's your fault if you do it. And I said, you're a bitch. So basically, I have my master's in food. I know everything about food.
I know. It is so funny. Like, you went to eating school.
I did.
I really think it's funny when you go, graduated with honors.
With honors. Summa cum laude. So good that they kicked me out.
You graduated early.
We were talking, the original inspiration for this episode was that one Phineas and Ferb episode with the Loch Ness Monster, where Dr. Doofenshmirtz orders those wings, and he pours the ranch or the blue cheese on it, and it just looks so delicious.
It's just so
I'm just
saturated.
like,
the colors, the orange colors of the wings is just so vibrant.
I know, he takes that bite. I'm like, oh god, that looks so good. You know, I'm not a big wing person. I don't really like wings.
Well, that's crazy because honestly, I think the visual feeling you get from watching him eat those wings, I think is very similar to like real life eating wings. Like they are a very vibrant and like very tender meat. And it tastes really good. Like if you liked watching that, I think you would love to eat a wing.
You know, the taste of the wings is just different than how I imagined it from that episode. I don't know. I don't like the buffalo sauce. It's a little bit.
I feel like that's the best part. Like I don't really like the other sauces. The buffalo's the best.
I don't know. Because I've been trying to eat more spicy food, but my favorite spicy stuff is Cholula. It's my favorite hot sauce, but I'm just not a big fan of buffalo sauce.
Now, does spicy make you fart?
Oh, it makes I fart and it feels like I shat myself. It's hot.
Ow.
It's hot, and when it goes in hot, comes out hot.
Okay, I regret asking this.
Well, what again? What do you want? Do you want me to lie?
Yeah. I think
Okay.
I do. I do want you to lie. Oh, you know what's so crazy? When I learn people don't drink water. When they
That
just go
is
about their
crazy.
life and they don't drink water. I drink water for every single meal. Like I
Me?
drink water all day long.
Me too,
Like, throughout
but
the day.
Me too, but also at my eating school, they didn't count water. They counted fluid. So if you drank milk, that counted as a fluid. That would count as part of like your 64 ounces a day. So I guess like, but I'm a water drinker. I love water. You know, I don't really drink ice water anymore.
Okay.
It really hurts my stomach.
Interesting.
You wish that was you, huh? You can't burp.
I can't burp. I've never learned to burp. I bet I burped when I was a baby. But I've actually looked online and it's a disease actually. Contagious.
It's not a disease.
Even. It's a disease.
Well, I'm immune.
How many
times have I burped
I
so
heard that
far?
you can actually learn how to do it. You can train yourself by like looking up at the ceiling. They say kiss the ceiling and you go oh, and you can train yourself by doing that. So if I can also get Botox in my throat. Maybe that's a good excuse to be like, guess I have to get some
It's
Botox.
called, what's it called? It's called
Something with an R.
esophageal
And there are dozens of us. Dozens.
around the globe. Esophageal larynx retrograde aphasia.
Okay.
It's something like that. But it's like you can't burp. And it's true. I've never heard you burp.
Yeah.
I tell
I've
everybody
burped.
about that. I'm like, my sister can't burp.
Oh.
She's inferior.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I think I'm better than everyone because I can't burp. I think it makes me more interesting. I think I'm like, oh yeah, that gross thing that you do, I can't do it. I don't
It's
do
not
that.
gross.
I have a frog in my throat instead. It just gurgles right here, and it's so gross because I feel like, I mean, I don't know how burping works, but I assume you can control it a little bit. With my little frog in my throat, I don't control it. So I could be like filming a scene, a close-up. I've got a mic right here, and it's just like, shh. You can hear it. It's like, and there's nothing I can do about it.
But I think that is definitely related to the fact that you eat and swallow so loudly.
Yeah, I
It's
wonder if that is
awful.
related. It's like terrible. In
Ta-
fact,
take a
yeah,
take
I'll
a
take
drink
a
of water.
sip right now because it sounds like I am like beating up my throat when I swallow. It's so loud. Like
Ew.
like taking the term throwing it back.
Well, I don't know about that one.
You throw things back. You can throw back a pint of beer. You can throw back a
I
glass
can't
of
chug
water.
anything. But it is so wild that
Ew.
it's so wild to me that people drink soda because we both don't drink soda.
Yeah, but I wonder if I just instilled that as a young child. I was like, again, I think I'm superior, so I was like, I don't drink soda.
Definitely, I just think. I mean,
And I instilled it in you and Carly.
I guess, but I just hate the carbonation because then you burp and it comes out of your nose.
Ugh.
I can confidently say I've never had a sip of Diet Coke, ever.
Wow.
Or Coke Zero, or I've had Sprite, root beer, and a sip of Fanta. And I think I accidentally drank my mom's Coke one time, but like I've never had Pepsi. I can confidently say that. Never had Dr. Pepper. Like none of
It's
that.
honestly saved us a lot of money because when it comes to
Yes.
stuff, we say, nah, just water.
Yeah, and calories, but I'm not supposed to say that. That's why I got kicked out. But whatever.
Girl. It's so funny because I drink coffee all the time. It's probably the only liquid I drink besides water. That's not true. I only drink. Here are the things I drink. Ready? Water, number 1. Number 2, coffee. Do I need coffee? No. It does terrible things to me in every single way. There's not a good thing that comes from coffee. I like the aesthetic. I like the aura. I like to have a little treat of a coffee. There is no part of it that does me good. I literally feel like I'm addicted. Like, I'm just going through like these terrible withdrawals and it's just making my life more miserable. But I do it anyway. And I think most people like get caffeine from sodas as well. Whereas I only get it from coffee. So if I don't drink a coffee, I'm dead.
That is true.
Because like that's how they keep their caffeine going.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And like people are just like that every day. Like, and I'm really bad. I don't drink coffee every day. I wish I did. I drink it like once or twice a week, but that means that I'm crashing down like the day after I drink a cup of coffee.
Oh my God.
It's terrible. Anyway, okay, so I drink water, I drink coffee, I drink chocolate milk, whole milk, and a lot of Hershey's chocolate syrup. That's how I make my chocolate milk. And I drink wine. That's the 4 things I drink.
Yeah.
Just like the worst combination. It's like, oh God, you have issues.
I know. But the thing is that like I don't drink caffeine. I used to drink coffee every single day.
Why? In high school?
In high school, because I really loved Starbucks, and I would get Starbucks like
Yeah,
every
but were
day.
you drinking a Frappuccino?
No, I would get a cold brew with the sweet cream cold foam.
Oh, dang.
I know, it was pretty good.
Hardcore.
And then I drank coffee every day at work just because they have free coffee, and that's where I started to drink black coffee.
Dang.
And I really actually like black coffee. Tastes awful. It tastes like bean juice. Yes, it does. The same thing as wine. Wine tastes awful. But the thing is that it makes me feel better than everybody else. But I can't drink caffeine anymore because it makes me too anxious. So I'll drink, when I was in the ward, obviously they couldn't let people have coffee because it's like an appetite suppressant. But I would have decaf black coffee. And it's just like that's the opposite of why people drink coffee in the first place. But I actually really do like the taste of black coffee.
Ew. I mean, what is the difference at the end of the day between tea and coffee? They're all bean juice. Oh wait, no, one's leaf juice.
Yeah.
It's still like just
But-
water and a thing.
I know, but it's just like you can definitely taste like strong coffee, and it's very. I like it, but
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean decaf again, caffeine. It makes me way too anxious. I can't do it.
I'm sorry. We have to talk about the atrocity of the prices at coffee shops.
True, it is so crazy.
We cannot talk about it. Like, this is crazy.
That
can't
you
believe
can
nobody
talk
brought
about it.
up
I
yet.
don't go to coffee shops, so
That's true. I beg her to go to coffee shops. And she
yeah, and
doesn't.
I don't get coffee. I don't even get anything to eat. But
Again,
that's not
just
related.
like-
That's not related.
Just like she doesn't drink, even though like we'll go out to go get drinks for something, or like I said, we'll go to bars, or she'll go to bars to find men, and I'll just go with her to so she has someone to
She'll
talk
go
to.
to drink. I'll go to find
Yeah,
men.
I'll get a drink. She doesn't get a drink. She just sits there, nothing
know.
in hand, just stares.
Yeah, because I'm there. I'm overstimulated. I'm like I need to go home.
Yeah,
I'm,
but
like,
she's there to
shaking.
find a man, so she's like in an anxious fit, no drink in hand, and then is like, "Where are the men? Why aren't
I
they
know,
approaching me?"
I'm shaking like Chihuahua. I'm like, come comfort me. Do you know what's so messed up?
What?
Valentine's Day just passed, but last Valentine's Day we went out to this place and
Oh
we
my
got
gosh.
ready.
You don't understand the desperate things we did before, because we were like, okay, we're single. We are too good to be
Let's
on
hit
dating
the
apps.
town.
We're too good to be on dating apps, so we have to do things. We have to go out in the real world and find
Yeah.
guys the old-fashioned way. I'm telling you right now, it just simply does not work.
It does not work because the guys that are single are at home playing their video games.
Yeah.
That's where they are. They're
Do you know-
not out.
Do you know the guys who are out? They're with their girlfriends because their girlfriends are saying, let's go out,
Yeah.
let's go do stuff.
Or they're gay guys because they want to do stuff.
Yeah, they're hitting the town, they're having fun, they're going out.
Yeah.
All the single guys, they're playing Xbox at home. They're
know.
not going out.
But also, it's I do know that my future husband is not at the club.
Exactly, that's
He's
the other thing.
At home playing Elden Ring.
He's not at the bar, so how am I going to find him at the bar?
Exactly. He's at home. He's
He's studying.
he's staying safe, you know?
Yeah. He's working on his Rubik's Cube project. I don't know.
He's making faceless content on TikTok, but that's besides
He's like
the point.
starting his DJ career.
Oh God, I would never date a DJ. I would never. That's the one thing on Tinder. If you say I'm a DJ, no. But
Because what are you even doing? Wiki. Like,
the songs
what
are
else
already
is there?
written. You're not doing anything. You're not creating anything.
You're adding scratches.
I know.
You're adding imperfections. Anyway, last Valentine's Day.
The last Valentine's Day, so we went out to this place and we're like, let's hit the town. There's people. Let's go out. And we're going there.
It was like an affair. Like we got all dressed up. We got in the car. We had to walk from our car
like a mile
to the Beltline, then walk like a mile on the Beltline to even get to this place.
Yeah. And I go in there and I'm like, I'm ready to like do this stuff. And there's this spiral staircase. Okay. And I'm like walking down, I'm like surveying. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to find somebody here. I trip and fall down the stairs.
Silence in this huge mall type room.
It's Valentine's Day. I just fell down the stairs and no man came and helped me up.
They were all with their girlfriends.
Exactly. And so I got up and I limped home.
Yeah, we left immediately.
And I said, this is done. We had just gotten to the place. We were entering the facility through the spiral staircase. I fell down. I said, we need to go home. And we went home and I couldn't walk for like 3 days afterwards because my one foot was black and blue.
That's so sad.
It is sad. But what were we talking about food?
I was saying the atrocities of coffee shops where, okay, so you're getting a latte. A latte implies milk. They charge you extra for oat milk. What other milk is there? It's the same price. People are just getting oat milk all the time. Why the upcharge? Why so much? Charge 30 cents if you want to charge anything. Charge 10 cents. You can upcharge it 10 cents. Why this like $1 dairy substitute on a drink that literally is charged to have a milk in it already? And then you get a flavor. If you want any sugar in it, you have to buy this flavor. And it's like $1 per flavor, per pump. And usually there's like 3 pumps. You have to get like 3 pumps of sugar to have like a sufficient amount of sugar in the drink itself. And so now you're racking up an extra $3 for your latte on top of the $1 milk upcharge, on top of the already $6 latte, and then you tip as well. And I didn't know, like, you know how you go to a restaurant, you tip. That's just what you do. But then there's some places where you're like, do I tip? Do I not? I thought you don't tip at coffee shops. I thought what you do is you give them your extra change. You're like, oh, you gave me back 50 cents. I'll put this in the tip jar. Like it's a little tip jar situation. Apparently, you're supposed to tip your barista. I didn't know this. So you're adding an extra $1.50 onto it. You're at a $12 drink. And all it's going to do is just make you anxious and shit.
Can I just say something?
Okay, one more thing. You can ask for simple syrup instead of paying for the atrocity of all of these syrups if you're getting an ice drink, because you can't just get regular sugar in it. You have to get the cane syrup. You have to get the simple syrup. And sometimes they say, oh, we charge for it. And sometimes they say, oh, we don't have it. You'll have to pay for our other syrups. Scams. All of you, scammers. Scammers, you should feel ashamed. We need to revamp the system. We need to go to the streets. Everyone, let's pick a date. We'll all go to the streets and we'll protest. We'll protest all the coffee shops. We need to save America. And I think the answer lies in coffee shop culture. I think it'll solve a lot of other socioeconomic issues if we start here.
Girl, we need to cut that entire segment. The fact that like you're saying all this while wearing a blazer, nobody gives a fuck about what you're saying.
Why does my blazer play into it?
Can everybody boo her blazer real quick?
It's so cute. Look at this. I'm so cute. I'm so quirky.
Of course, the person in a blazer and a just stupid t-shirt.
How many blazers do you think I own?
At least 5.
Oh, God, I wish. Way more. I need less blazers. I have so many. I never even wear them.
I will say that Valentine's Day just passed, and the day after Valentine's Day, we did go out and we bought all the discount candy.
Oh, yeah. We got...
Which I think is a really good strategy to do.
I guess, but, like, we went there the next day, February 15th, and it was already pretty wiped out, and the discounts were like 30% off. It wasn't even that much. We spent $70 on candy, and you know what? I tasted like one of everything. It was really bad. Everything was so bad. I don't know if you realize this, but candy mass produced for these specific holidays, they're like different than the regular candy, and it's so much grosser. Like if you got regular candy bars, like a Hershey's chocolate, it will taste so much better than a Hershey's chocolate mass manufactured for this specific holiday.
I think that there's just an absence of love.
When they make it, or when it's being bought? Like
when it's being bought.
If you buy it before Valentine's Day, it's bought with love. But when you buy it after Valentine's Day,
it's bought with desperation.
Yeah. And so it just doesn't taste the same.
Yeah. No, yeah. It is sad. My stomach hurts a lot. I hate having an eating disorder. Because it messes up your system so bad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like,
you're talking about generally. I thought it meant right now. I thought she was gonna quit on me. She's like, "Oh, my tummy hurts. I think I need to go."
No, did you see her face? She said,
I thought you were gonna leave.
No, my stomach hurts real bad. We might have to mute something if I fart real bad.
Girl. No, it's okay. I think it'll add a good ambiance. It's like a sound effect. I think it'll add production value.
Girl. Make a fart so iconic. It's the new Wilhelm scream. I love the Wilhelm scream.
I don't know what you're saying at all.
Ah! Yeah, that one.
Okay.
Love it, love it, love it, love it.
I don't know. Hold your mic down there. We may be able to get it.
I don't know. It needs to move over. I need to like lay on my side to
don't
get it
point
through.
it towards me.
Girl, you always point all your farts towards me. She'll
sorry,
come into my room and
that's
she'll like almost piss herself, and then she'll fart and leave. And I'm like, get the fuck out.
Here's what happens. It's not my fault. Here's what happens. During the day at work, I'm so busy. I'm just so busy. I don't have time to pee. And then I can either say like, oh, the day's over. I can either pee and then go home, or I can just go right home. Then I'm like, well, I just want to go home, so I go home. And then I go home and I have to tell Hannah about my day. I go into her room, but I still have
because
to
I'm
pee.
always, whenever she comes home, I'm in my bed. I'm under all the covers and I'm on my phone
playing like Minecraft or something.
Yeah.
Or like, I don't know, one of those like sweet treat video games. I don't know.
Sweet treat video games,
Like Animal Crossing or
no, Stardew Valley.
Stardew Valley. That's what I was thinking of.
That is my go-to game. Love Stardew Valley.
Yeah, that's what I when I said sweet treat, I thought I was saying Stardew Valley.
Okay, I guess there's both an S in it.
Yeah,
So
I feel like it's tiny and cute. Anyway,
sweet treat.
but yeah, so I'm always like almost peeing myself.
I know,
in
she's
her room.
literally just like, oh God, oh I can't.
Because it hits you sometimes. Because sometimes it's fine, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh my gosh, I have to go. Then if you wait long enough, it's fine again.
I think you have pee issues.
I do.
Have you ever had a successful Valentine's Day? I can confidently say absolutely not.
Yeah, I know you can confidently say absolutely not. You've never even had a boyfriend.
No, I haven't.
That's crazy.
And the worst part is, like, I know I'm not ugly. On my worst day, I'm a 5. It has to be my personality.
Yeah, like you can get the first date. You just can't like.
I can't hold them.
You just can't get anyone to stay.
Like, I can get the match, but as soon as I start talking, they're like, oh,
And you know what? We tested this theory the other day. She said, I hope this guy doesn't listen to this, but she said, I've got a date at this coffee shop. And I said, oh, I want to try that coffee shop. I'll go too. And I'll sit at a table like around the corner and just observe and see what you're doing wrong. Now, it was too crowded. I couldn't, like, I wasn't very close, but let me tell you, I could hear you from across the entire place. I could pick out your voice.
I know. I have such a brash voice.
And, like, it does, like, you are just doing comedy bits.
I am.
Like, you're just performing.
I am. That's all I do.
And all you do is
Okay.
you tell trauma dumping stories.
But that's literally my personality. That's literally, like, what I go through. Of course, I'm going to talk about what else can I say? What else can I possibly say? But the thing is, there have been multiple times where I'm like in the middle, or like I'll be like hanging out with a guy and I'm in the middle of my bit and he starts kissing me. And I'm like, what are you doing? You weren't listening because I'm in the middle of my set. And you're going to start kissing me? You're going to interrupt me?
I didn't even get to the punchline yet.
I know. And so when that happens, there have been 2 distinct times where they're literally like, shh. And they go back and kiss me. I said, I'm here to perform. I'm not here to be romantic with you. Literally, like 2 distinct.
Oh
I'm
my
like,
God.
no.
They shush you. That's so
They
bad.
literally shush me, and I said, bitch.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Ugh.
Shaking my head.
I know. How disrespectful. Welcome back. We had to take a pee break.
It's hard work doing a podcast. It's a lot of sitting. It's a lot of talking.
It's a lot of being right, you know.
I think in fact this podcast specifically is about like how
Talking
wrong
just
we
to talk.
are. I think what I like about this podcast is number one that we just argue and we like don't feel bad about hating on each other.
We are Nemisisters.
Yeah, we are Nemisisters after all.
Yeah.
And number two, I think it's the fact that we will say things so confidently that are so wrong.
But you know what? People say stuff confidently that are so wrong all the time, but we just admit it.
That we're wrong.
Well, I don't, because I'm right. But
Girl.
I mean, I guess you don't admit it either. But at least you know that you're stupid.
Oh.
At least we know that we're dumb at the end of the day.
Yeah. At least we know that we're done at the end of the day. That's true.
And that's really what matters.
Yeah. And to like put the disclaimer that we put on every video is just like, we're so dumb. Please don't take any of this advice or like take any of these opinions at all because they're not right or good. Okay, so candy-wise, what's the best candy? Rank the top candies. Now, we're like experts at this because we come from Hershey, Pennsylvania. Well, we don't come from Hershey, but we come from around Hershey. You know, Amish country, Pennsylvania. So we're super well-versed.
You know what's my favorite candy, honestly?
What?
Not sponsored, but there's the Brookside dark chocolate-covered blueberry and acai
Oh,
stuff.
interesting.
And I literally have them in the pantry right now. Love them. But also, peanut M&Ms are really, really good.
That's true. And they're a good like meal replacement as well because they have all the protein.
I think she also should go to the board. Like, I'm just like...
I'm kidding.
She's not kidding, by the way. She's not kidding.
I'm kidding.
But there was a point where I would only eat peanut M&Ms.
I'm telling you, they're good, like, they're a good meal. Because they've got the peanuts in them. And that's like a
what's
meat.
The peanut?
It's like a meat. It's like a protein.
And there's some other stuff that you need.
Okay, so if for a meal, you need 5 things. You need a protein. You need a carb. You need a vegetable and a fiber and a sweet treat at the top. We don't get a lot of that because it's at the top. So, and well-rounded also
You
means
say
color.
we don't get sweet treats a lot. What do we have over there that is a giant bowl of candy?
I know, but I don't even
Valentine's Day
want
candy.
it. Like, it's bad sweet treats.
I don't know. I feel like classic Hershey's chocolate is good.
Classic Hershey's chocolate is really good. Always Reese's is good. But I realized that there really is a quality difference between, like, the different types of Reese's. Maybe not quality, but, like, it does taste different.
Yeah, there's just like a certain... I think the mini cups probably are the best.
Yeah.
Because they just have a good ratio. But then the thins I also like. Because I feel like it has
they have
a good ratio
as well. But honestly, have you ever had the Trader Joe ones? The Trader Joe version? They're really good.
I've had them. I like dark chocolate a lot.
The dark chocolate and peanut butter? I really think it depends on the peanut butter, like how good the peanut butter is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you have to have a really sweet peanut butter. I don't know if you've ever taken a Reese's and just like squeezed out the peanut butter or just like licked out the peanut butter, but it's like really sweet. It's almost like a Nutter Butter, like Nutter Butter. That's kind of like what Reese's peanut butter is. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
But what are some bad candies?
Oh gosh. There's so many.
Ooh, okay. Well, I can start in the beginning of like when I used to go like Halloween candy doing that. Nobody liked the Whoppers. And the Laffy Taffy.
Oh yeah, the Laffy Taffy is always so
Awful.
bad. It honestly makes me feel sick
Yeah.
to eat. And it like feels like my dentist will hate me. Like you can feel your teeth
Yeah.
actively coming out of your mouth. Mm-hmm. It's just like, how is that still produced? How do people still buy it? It's so crazy.
I know.
They'll like sneak it into things that people will buy, like those packs of candy.
Exactly.
That's the
And-
only reason they get bought. Nobody would ever buy it if it weren't like forced upon us. It's literally forced upon America, and it's become a part of our everyday. I mean, our every Halloween. Mm-hmm. And like, not by the choice of us.
And still nobody wants it.
Yeah. It just gets thrown away.
Gobstoppers.
Sometimes I'll eat it just because like I need candy. Like Gobstoppers. No, Gobstoppers are pretty good. You just suck on them.
No, because I always... Things that you're supposed to... Can we get off this topic? I don't want to say this. I'm going to say that things that we're supposed to suck on, I always chew really hard. But can we cut that?
You brought it up.
I know, but that's why I don't like Gobstoppers, because I'm going to break my teeth.
Okay. You're not supposed to chew them. But it's
Well,
okay.
I do.
I think that's just a you problem.
Maybe.
You know, it's also really bad. I think they're not thin mints. Maybe they are thin mints, but they're just like prickly and minty. Also,
Peppermint patties? York patties?
Maybe. I don't know. Really anything minty or almondy or coconutty. And I don't not like those things, but in candy, it's just pretty bad.
Coconut and candy is just not where it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
I'm a pretty big fan of coconut.
Yeah, me too. Like if I have it in is it called a Hello Dolly? Like a 7-layer bar. They're so good. Coconut's so good in that. But
yeah,
alas, like I'll have a pina colada any day. Add that to my list of drinks. Pina colada.
Okay.
Now, when's the last time I had a pina colada? Probably years ago.
Yeah.
Probably. It's hard. You can't go to a bar and order a pina colada. Like you need to be
True.
at the right bar to order pina colada.
And it has to be like in the middle of summer.
Yeah, like you can't just go
get
to like a
winter
dive
pina
bar.
colada.
Exactly.
Crazy.
But then I also have the times where I go and I'll order like a buttery nipple. And like you also can't order a buttery nipple at any bar as well. Cuz they'll just be like, "What the hell?"
Oh.
It's so good though. And what's great is that it's just a shot so you get it over with. But it's so good.
What is it?
It's I want to say it's got to have some Bailey's Irish cream in there cuz it's very creamy. It's like kind of chocolatey. It tastes like a shot of a milkshake. That's the other thing too, is that it's so heavy. Even though it is just a shot, it's like alcohol, like this poison alcohol, and then also just like a heavy, not quite milkshake of like condensed milk that just sits out and is not refrigerated. So like the things that I'll do to maybe get a little taste of something chocolatey and sweet, for what? For why? Again, getting all this Valentine's Day candy, for what? To have me not like it? I'm just so desperate for chocolate, and then I'm not even satisfied with it.
That's so sad.
It is so sad.
Ooh. Well, along with the peanut M&Ms, mini M&Ms, they're so good. It reminds me of just like if like, because you know like with the Tide Pods, where it's just like, God, you wish you could just bite into it.
I know, they look so good.
Sometimes I feel like when I take like mini M&Ms and I pick them up and I go, oh, and they hit my teeth and make little clinking noises.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm holding a handful of ladybugs and putting them in my mouth. I'm just like,
Okay. That might be a problem.
it's called pica. That's another eating disorder, but I don't have that.
Girl, how do you know all this now? Did they teach you this at your
Yeah.
disorder school? Did they teach
No,
you every
they didn't
eating
teach us
disorder?
about pica at all.
Oh.
But I would always say, ooh, pica.
Like Pikachu? Like, is that like the disorder where you like
no.
eat the Pokemon?
Can we cut that? That was a really bad joke.
No, that was funny.
No, it's like when you want to eat stuff that isn't edible.
Oh.
Where it's like, there's this one,
Like everyone on My Strange Addiction?
yeah, basically.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's so weird. I wonder if those people, like, is it that they just think it's really good, or like is it literally an addiction?
I mean, it's probably both. I mean, eating disorders in itself are an addiction. So that's why I say, even though I went to the stuff,
true, yeah.
it's basically rehab.
True.
Yeah. But
Okay, if you could be addicted to eating one inedible thing, what would it be?
one inedible thing.
Now, I'm going to list some things that were on, I think, My Strange Addiction. We have couch cushions. We have gasoline. We have newspapers. I think there was newspaper. Or just, like, paper in general. I don't think it was on the show, but Tide Pods are classic.
Yeah.
What other inedible things are there to eat? Oh, you know what? Honestly, candle. They're kind of like that waxy candy.
Ooh.
A candle would be good. I say that because I'm looking at
I'm just
candle.
like something I could gnaw on.
I get that, like a metal. I've always thought like eating a
Yeah.
stop sign. I'd love to just eat a stop sign.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I've like thought about that multiple times. But then I've also wondered like, how many
No.
calories is this? Is it 0? Is it 1,000,000? Does it have calories? I don't know how calories work, so I'm just
Again,
like,
I think you should be in the eating
like
disorder ward.
if I ate something that's not edible, like what would the calories be if I ate this glass?
I don't know.
Is something like 1,000,000 calories? So it's like I eat it and it's like 1,000,000 calories.
I think like uranium is 1,000,000
that's
calories.
crazy, but it's so tiny. Like how would that even affect you?
I don't know.
Like
But,
you just like blow up because you have all this weight now.
Well, I think you would blow up if you ate uranium, but
Okay, yeah, I guess.
okay,
it's a
don't say
separate
blow
thing.
up. Okay, where did I just come from? But I think I do think about this all the time. I think I would love to eat like a tree branch, just like
Okay.
not eat it, but just chew on it.
Okay, yeah, I totally see that. But like, what kind of tree branch? Like bark?
No, just like if a branch, like a branch that's like this thick, but like thick enough. Hey, can we cut this? But like, I just want to like, especially with my molars. You know what? Sometimes I do like taking a spoon and just digging into my gums.
Oh gosh, I feel like that's an iron deficiency thing.
Probably a little bit.
Like an anemic thing.
Maybe. I did have anemia when I went in. I don't think I have it anymore. Yeah.
That's crazy. You're so special.
I know. I feel so cute.
Oh my gosh. I feel like I want to eat a leaf. Like I'd love to just go outside and just like pick a leaf off a tree and just eat it.
What plant would you eat? I think I'd want to try bamboo. Like eat a bamboo.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems so dry to me. Not moist at all.
I guess.
I've always liked, I think it's like Alice in Wonderland had those flowers that were like buttercups. And I don't know, that just looks so delicious to me. I want a buttercup flower.
Like a carnivorous plant. Like a pitcher plant.
I don't know what that means. I don't know these words.
All right. I don't know. I feel like I just want to gnaw on stuff.
Okay, what bug would you eat?
You know, I
like
have
what
this
bug
thing.
Seems delicious.
I think that in the near future, especially now people are obsessed with protein powder, I don't think it's entirely impossible that we will not be eating bugs in the future. And I think if we domesticate bugs, and if I don't know if it's a bug.
Domesticate bugs? Put a leash on them?
Yeah.
Walk them outside?
Yeah.
Girl.
You've seen a wasp on a string.
I have.
But I think that in the future, it's not impossible, and I wouldn't be a objective, as long as I don't know it's a bug, to eat bugs. I think I think honestly it could be a very sustainable food source.
Yeah, like if I don't know it's a bug and they crush it up and like present it in a way, like I don't mind eating it. I just don't want to know I'm eating it. Yeah.
Ooh, what bug? Again, maybe ladybugs, because I like to eat them in M&Ms. I don't know.
Guess.
A beetle, just the shell, and then it's all gooey inside.
Oh no, see, I think the opposite. I think you need something crunchy that doesn't have a lot of
meat in it.
Yeah, meat in it. I think you just want the crunch of the bug, maybe. Not the like.
What's a really crunchy bug?
I think like a cricket, because they don't have. They're just like a bunch of leg.
I guess. I feel like
praying mantis. No, that'd be too weird. They're too human.
That'd be too grassy.
Okay.
Yeah, but I feel like a scorpion would be most like a crab.
Eating a scorpion like a crab.
Yeah.
LMAO.
I mean, that's what shrimp are. Shrimp is bugs.
True.
Crawfish, definitely bugs.
Big bug, though.
Yeah.
But it's already like, pre-seasoned. Is it the reason we like fish just because they're pre-seasoned?
And they're definitely not.
Yeah, they're salty because they're in the sea.
Okay, can you tell me the last time you cooked fish?
I watched a crab one time.
You watched one?
I watched one. I mean, I wasn't physically there, but I went into a crab shop and I ordered crabs, and I know that they were alive before I ordered them.
Okay.
So I like practically watched
I'm just thinking about how the fact that when I make salmon, I season it with salt.
Sure.
And if you were to just eat salmon, it probably wouldn't be salty.
It'd be a little salty because of the skin. Because the skin's swimming around in the ocean.
So where do you think the salmon come from?
The ocean. Oh, fresh water with no salt.
Yeah.
Well, not that fish, but like just generally fish.
So what other fish have you eaten?
Octopus.
Have you eaten octopus? I would never want to eat an octopus.
It's good. It was good. But it's like, is it actually good, or do I just like the
idea,
the spectacle of eating something so weird? I
think that like clams, like that just seems so delicious. If you break open a clam and you eat it.
Yeah. Well, I will say it's like with oysters. Like, I just think they taste like nothing. I won't say they taste gross, but like they definitely don't taste good. Like, you know, like it's just so fun. It's like the event of having it and like going.
When you're at the beach and you pick up the sand and there's those little things, those shells, and they have their little tongue out. I want to eat them so bad. I want to crack them open.
Beach with the sand.
The beach and the sand, and they're like, you pick up and there's tiny little shells.
Oh yeah,
and then they dig and they dig and they have their little tongue and they dig in.
Oh my god, eat them like mini M&Ms. Just
yes.
Clink, clink, clink.
Oh. I think that would be so delicious.
That would, but I think you're getting too much shell, not enough meat.
What animal would you never eat?
Probably cat or dog. I just because they're like domesticated animals. I think it'd be weird.
I guess. I don't think I could ever eat like an ostrich egg.
Oh, no way. That seems delicious.
Have you ever seen one? It looks like a fake egg, like when it's cooked.
Oh, when it's cooked, I have no idea. Is it like really yellow or something, or really orange?
It's
or something?
like clear. It looks like gelatin.
Oh, ew. Okay, I guess that is.
I don't know. I wouldn't. I don't know. I wouldn't eat freak fish.
I don't know what that is.
Like a freaky, like an anglerfish.
Yeah, I mean they don't have enough meat, but it's just like they look so evil. It's like they must taste evil as well.
True.
Yeah.
No, you're right. You're right.
Did you know that the blobfish doesn't actually look like that? It's just like decompressed from.
That's such an Instagram.
I learned that on Instagram.
Page
I'm a mom
thing.
who like went on my Instagram reels and learned an Instagram reel fun fact, and I brought it to the table.
Yeah. I will say all my trivia knowledge is from Instagram Explore page. I'll be honest.
Yeah, but that's the sad part is that they never ask it in trivia.
True.
But you never know. I wonder where they get their trivia facts from because we went to trivia one time and literally they were like, according to bugfacts.com, what is the coolest bug? Where you're like, first of all, what is this?
No, I remember this one and I got it right.
Second of all, like this is an opinion. It's not even like a fact.
No. It was the question was what is known as the worst sting from a bug, and I said the bullet ant, and I got it right. From a
it was literally like coolbugfacts.com they got it from, and then also like that is technically
I got it from Coyote Peterson when he stung himself with a bullet ant, and I knew that.
It's like an opinionated trivia question,
I guess, but again, I just feel like there's so many people who have not been stung by that. We can take his word for it,
I guess.
But I don't know. I just want to gnaw and stuff.
Yeah, I get that.
I need to teeth.
Yeah, you do need a teeth because you still have your baby teeth.
I do. I have 3 of my baby teeth, and I'm going to lose them probably in the next 5 to 10 years.
That is so crazy. You'll just have your teeth fall out?
Yeah, and I'll need to get permanent things.
Wait, but don't you have adult teeth?
No. The reason that they never fell out is because there was never adult teeth that pushed them out. Dang. So I just don't have teeth behind there. So
you have a birth defect.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get fake teeth. I'm gonna have to get 3 fake teeth. Yeah.
What are they called? Not retainers. Dentures. You have to get dentures.
I think they would be implants.
Whatever. Veneers.
Maybe. I have baby teeth.
Yeah, but then you'll just have like a random baby tooth next to like a full-grown adult tooth.
Maybe.
Your veneer will be like so white.
I know.
Against your like yellow teeth.
Well, it's gonna make all my teeth look gold, and then just one normal tooth.
Then they'll be like, "Wow, those teeth must be worth a fortune because they're so gold."
Right?
They're made of pure gold. So here's another thing. You know when people say that cilantro tastes like soap? You've heard of this?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess everyone's heard of it. Again, it's like an Instagram fun fact where it's just like
I guess, but
so
people talk about
cheesy.
it whenever you bring up cilantro. People always bring it up, so I feel like it's not like a crazy.
I know.
thing.
And here's what I think. I think it's just like a perception in your mind. Like I don't think people actually taste soap. I think it's what they think about when they eat soap. Like we were saying, if we ate bugs, like if I don't know it's a bug, I'll be fine. But like if I know it's a bug, it'll taste disgusting.
Yeah, I feel like if you ate cilantro and you didn't know about the soap gene, you'd eat it and you'd be like, huh, it kind of tastes weird, but okay. And I feel like cilantro does have a very distinct taste, and I think that's just what it tastes like.
But I think you can also associate it with smell, because isn't cilantro in Thai? What's that Thai dish? That Thai dish. Pad Thai. Pad Thai. Oh my gosh, we should get some pad Thai. We have to get some pad Thai. We'll get that for dinner. We're going to get pad Thai.
Okay.
We're going to get pad
If you
Thai.
pay.
And we're going to get yum yum sauce, because you're not really supposed to eat it with yum yum sauce, but everything tastes good with yum yum sauce on it.
Because it's yum yum.
I'll pay.
Okay.
I'll do it.
Okay.
Are you going to eat it?
No.
Oh my gosh.
I have my meal planned out.
Anyway.
The thing is that it's so annoying, but now that I've gone through this, I have to work on such a delicate, specific schedule that it's like I need to work on things, and if one thing goes awry, like my whole day is ruined and my whole week is ruined, and I'm just like, it's really bad. But I have to be very, very specific about things.
Anyway, I was eating pad Thai one time, and My mom said it smelled like the dog's shampoo. And as soon as she said that, like, I couldn't even eat it because I was like, wow, it literally smells like the dog's shampoo. And I wonder if that was the cilantro. And again, it's just because, like, my perception of it changed in my mind. But I think along with cilantro being, like, a mindset more than anything, there's so many good foods that smell like terrible things. Like, onions and popcorn, I think both smell like BO. So it's like, if you knew it was BO, you'd be like, ew, this is disgusting. But if you know that it's onions, you're like, what is this delicious, delectable
love
smell?
onions. Wait, are you part of r/onion lovers?
No, I don't want to know what's on there.
I am. I love it. It's people posting and agree.
Do they just, like,
literally,
eat onions?
there's like a thing where
I
it's
honestly want to do that.
you know what? Our go-to pizza topping is honestly onions.
Yeah.
And it's good.
It's so good.
It's like so sweet. But it's people just posting foods with an insane amount of onions, and everybody's just like, God, that looks so good. And I love it. Onions and garlic are so delicious.
I think garlic can be overloaded, but onions, it's hard to overload. Because you can eat a straight up onion, it's like,
I know.
Just do whatever.
It's delicious. I love garlic. I love onions. Whenever you smell something good, it's garlic and onions. And people are like, oh, it makes your breath smell bad. I don't care. It's delicious.
Yes, but do you agree that
it does smell like BO? Yes,
yeah.
it does. Yeah, it does. And I'll be like, who's cutting onions? It's me.
Under your arm?
Yeah. I say, who's cutting onions? Oh, there it is. You know?
Yeah, you raise your arm up to look to see who is cutting them, and that's when it hits you.
Yeah.
Both physically and emotionally.
Emotionally.
Oh my gosh, I've been really into sandwiches lately. I can't believe I hadn't been eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, but I've been eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. You know what? There's something to be said about a classic child meal. Like, if you just cut up apples and have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, oh my God, it is so good. So good.
It's so good. I'm actually about to have a PB&J right now.
Oh my God, me too.
You know what? Sandwiches.
Can you make me one?
No.
Can you please?
No. We can't cut this. Don't cut this.
Okay, but look at all this equipment. I set all of this up. You sat there and did nothing.
But guess what? If you were able to do this by yourself, you would have. But you need me.
I don't need your opinions. I need someone to, like, bounce off of. I don't need your input.
Girl, I'm the one that went to the ward, and that's what this whole episode is about.
Oh, girl.
Tell me I'm wrong.
You're wrong. I think me talking about what metal I would eat is actually the highlight of this and what it's all about.
Comment down below.
Comment down below. What metal would you eat?
If who's right. But I've been really into salads. But I feel like a
salad is so good, but it's like so hard to make because there's
so many
salad
ingredients.
is so ingredients, and you have to prepare, chop up separately each and every one.
And guess who does all that? Guess who prepares everything?
That's disgusting sounding. Yeah, and I'll eat it. So what?
Girl,
I'm doing my part by eating it and not letting it go bad.
But I will say I agree. A sandwich is just like the most efficient way because it's literally just like you have sustenance in between two slices of bread.
Yeah.
And it's such an efficient way to get it to your mouth.
Yeah. Like for after Thanksgiving, we'll always just take everything that we ate for Thanksgiving and just push it between two slices of bread and have it as a sandwich, and it's so delicious. It's honestly even better than the Thanksgiving meal itself, I have to say.
A little bit. Again, best part of Thanksgiving
sauce.
It really is.
Yeah.
And the turkey. I made a bangin' turkey last Thanksgiving. It was beautiful. It was really good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Brined?
No.
Okay.
I put butter under the skin.
Ooh.
So much butter.
Under the skin?
Yeah.
Creepy.
Yeah. But best part about Thanksgiving is that, I used to not like stuffing, but I kind of like stuffing now.
I think it tastes fine, like I said, on that sandwich. Again, I don't want to know I'm eating it. I would never voluntarily put just stuffing into my mouth.
Because it's a bread casserole.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, it's bread casserole.
Carbs?
Yeah.
Cholesterol?
Probably.
Calcium?
Maybe.
Oh. Look at that.
I feel like we have such strong bones because where we grew up, we had well water, and I think there was just so much calcium deposits.
Well water, and for some reason we were raised on milk.
I feel like everybody's raised on milk.
I know, but like it was really scary how fast we went through milk. Like
we needed to have 2 gallons
a day.
Oh,
It's like
blinking.
really bad. Okay, let's wrap it up.
Okay.
We were drinking milk all of the time.
No,
We're
and
built
it's not
on milk.
me. It's not me, but my dad will drink 16 ounces, a 16-ounce glass of milk with a steak. And
Yeah.
I'm like, you need to go to prison.
And we switched to water, but they're not safe there. They're still drinking milk all day, every day with every meal. It's not good.
I know, it's so crazy. When we moved out, sometimes when we have milk, we have to do the sniff test. We never had to do that.
Yeah, never. It was because milk was never bad because we were always drinking it.
I know, it would go out in like 2 days.
Might as well just have a faucet with milk.
True. Might as well just get a cow.
Yeah, honestly, why not? Okay, I think we're going to wrap it up here. First episode back. We're different, and we're seeing how it goes.
Is there going to be one in the next 6 months? Probably
We'll
not.
see. Hey, it's a good marker of time, I guess. Don't do that. Oh, my God.
You wish it was me, huh?
Anyway, I'm Shannon. This is Nemisisters. I'm out.
I'm Hannah.
Ugh,
Hate this girl.
Nobody cares.
Girl.
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 Girl.